So I'm doing a documentary for Miss LaRue because she's leaving, and I wanted to give her something that she can look back on and be like, these are my students in Burleson, Texas. And so here's the documentary. Thank you so much.
My favorite thing about this class is it's one of the bigger classes that I have this year, and so it's nice because we can have a little bit more dialogue, plus we have a little bit more time in this class, and so it allows us to have a little bit more conversation that's not just about chemistry, besides the fact that all my students are awesome.
My favorite thing about Miss LaRue is the fact that she truly cared about her students and wanted to help us not succeed only in chemistry, but in school and other aspects of life. And if she needed to work around us, or we needed to work around her, she would make very accept students and work with her students instead of just being
I have to say my favorite thing on Miss LaRue is being a really sharp wit. She's always like really clever at the same time, and she also like those little memes in there. It's really entertaining going to class.
That she's a really good teacher and she's not.
My favorite thing about Dr. LaRue, her personality, how it's just always hilarious, and her capability to make me smile even though we're in a stressful time.
So my favorite thing about Miss LaRue is that she's nice and kind, and she's funny, and she knows how to teach us stuff. And whenever she teaches us stuff, I feel like I actually understand everything that she's teaching us.
My favorite thing about Miss LaRue is she's really, really funny, but she really knows when to be serious, and she kind of kept me on the right track in chemistry.
My favorite thing about Miss LaRue is that she always finds real-world examples to help us to better understand the topics that we're learning.
My favorite thing about Doc is that she's always like really real with us. She like her stories about like her past jobs and all that. Those are kind of like influences, I guess. It's a great thing I love about her.
My favorite thing to learn this year is probably balancing equations for no other reason than it was one of the few things that I actually got and became kind of easy for me. Although it was a struggle in the beginning, it was something that I thought I mastered, so it was one of my favorite things.
The easiest thing this year for me was either assigning observation numbers or balancing equations.
The easiest thing for me this year was learning the gas laws because it was more memorizing, and I find that easier than math. I'm not very good at math or algebra.
Stoichiometry was by far the hardest thing this year. It was such a pain in the butt, but Miss LaRue helped me through.
So the hardest thing that we learned this year would probably be polyatomic ions, because I tried to figure out what the polyatomic ions were, and I could not, no matter how hard I tried.
Hardest thing we learned this year in chemistry, the fact that laws can be broken by things that have laws.
I would say the hardest thing we learned this year is probably just linear reactants. You know, it's really easy and fun to read.
So I always say the most important thing that my students get from my class, besides the education part, which I want you guys to learn chemistry and learn to like science, but more importantly, I want you to know that I think that you're important, and that I think the most important thing in the world for y'all is to feel comfortable in your own skin and to know that you're making a difference.
Come stop your crying, it will be alright. Just take my hand, hold it tight now. I will protect you from all around you. I will be here, don't you cry. Don't you cry.
For one so small, it seems so strong now. My arms will hold you, keep you safe and warm. This bond between us can't be broken. Said I'm gonna be here, don't you cry.
Thank you so much, Miss LaRue, for teaching us all that you have. I'm very excited that you're going to get a new job, but I'm very disappointed that you have to leave. Thank you so much, and I hope that I get to see you sometime.